Welcome to the Infinite Podcast. My name is Dino Mukuri.
Owen.
And today we have a special guest,
Daniel Carrega.
This is the Infinite Podcast. Alright, so today we have Daniel. Daniel will introduce himself and give us a short brief about what he does or who he is.
Yeah, so guys, my name is Daniel Carrega. I'm 23, 24 in like 5 months. Currently doing my commercial pilot license at Kenya School of Flying.
You imagine a pilot, eh?
Yeah, it's been. I can say it's been. There are ups and downs, but we keep moving because once we start something, we can't stop halfway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a rough one, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah. So today, for anyone who wants to do flight or anyone who wants to become a pilot, do flying.
Yeah.
This is your guy. Let me ask that. How many hours have you flown?
So you need to understand, like, for flying, there are different licenses.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the first license, which is the private pilot license. The second license, which is commercial pilot license. So for the private pilot license, I think a lot of people will understand this. I don't know whether people know things with aviation as much, but
I did aviation.
yeah. So for the first license, actually, you have to accumulate 45 hours. You get to 45 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that serious.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds serious. Sounds like a lot of
Yeah,
hours.
45 hours, man.
Yeah,
It's
45
a lot.
hours.
I
know.
How long do you fly in a day?
In a day, you can
Maximum.
do like an hour. Maybe 2 hours. Depends. Let's say you're doing a cross country.
Yeah.
From like here to like Malindi.
Okay.
Or from here to like Mombasa. So it depends on like how long. Also keep in mind, a lot of reasons why people get discouraged with aviation is also finances. Because per hour it's like 26k.
Serious?
Yeah, so if you're flying, for example, 3 hours a day or 2 hours a day, that's so you need to balance.
How much?
You need to
Like
balance.
80 something.
Bro.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. You need to balance that.
So that's like what, 2-3 months, let's say?
Yeah, 2-3 months, and then also there's the theory part. You need to do exams also.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 8 exams. 8 exams,
Mm.
and the pass mark is 70%. So if you get anything below that, 67, 65, you failed.
That's crazy. Let me ask, what made you get into aviation?
For me personally, I'd say it's not something I've always wanted to do. I won't be one of those guys who say since I was a kid.
Since I was a
Yeah,
my dream.
I won't lie and say that. But what I can say though, I've always liked machines. I've always been a car guy. So when I first started seeing like how aircrafts work, what keeps an aircraft in the air, all that, I kind of like started getting
switching
into
up.
it. Yeah, the more I knew about aviation and flying and all that, the more I started getting an interest.
Oh, yeah, that's mad. So do you have like the stripes?
Yeah, I do. They actually at home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How many?
So right now, what I'm doing, because I finished my exams,
Yeah.
it's the third stripe now. Yeah.
Bro, yes, three stripes. Hey.
So crazy.
Yeah. Then after that, now because there are 3 licenses: the private pilot license, is the commercial pilot license, and there's the air transport pilot license. That's now the license that allows you to be called captain now. That's why when you're flying, you hear this is your
Captain speaking.
Yeah. That license, the 4 bars now. That's what allows you now.
So the
Wow.
first one, private, yeah?
You get the
That's
second
just
stripe.
you.
That's the second stripe.
Yes, it's
That's
just
like
you.
basically a
and,
first officer.
Yeah, so that's just you and your co-pilot,
Exactly.
or like you. Because I feel like when you get to commercial, that's when you can get to take people.
Commercial, yes, I forgot to add. Commercial pilot license is what allows you to be paid and fly people for like, that revenue, that profit, sorry. That's what allows you, but you cannot fly people for money if you only have a private pilot license. Yeah. So commercial pilot license is what allows you to be paid now. Because that's what they ask for.
Or
when
the
you go
jumbo
for-
jet and.
That's what they ask for when you go for job applications. They ask you commercial pilot license.
Oh, so
Great.
you and jumbo jet, you can do it. Can you
Soon.
fly?
Soon.
Okay.
Because you need to understand another thing, is that there's the licenses and then there's also the type rating on the aircraft. Type rating means like you need to be trained on that aircraft.
Yeah.
It's not like just because you have a
familiar
license.
with that.
It's not just because you have a commercial license. Now you can fly a big
do it.
plane.
Because each aircraft has different controls, different settings.
different computers, all that. Everything is different for every type of aircraft. So you have to go abroad. You do now a rating now for that plane. Then you come back now, and then now you apply.
So let me
So
ask
it's work,
you.
man. I won't lie. It's
It's work.
It's work. Yeah.
Let me ask you. Where is your favorite place to fly, or where do you fly the most?
Where is my favorite place to fly? Let me start with that. I would say probably Diani.
Yeah.
Probably Diani. Because if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see like a lot of my flying. Most of my flying actually is in the coast areas. So I don't know. I just feel like flying the coast also is very nice because there's a lot. The scenery is good. The people are good. You know. Yeah. So I feel like
Get himself some coast there,
Diani.
right?
You already know.
Here.
It's flying looks sick.
Diani
Mm-hmm.
and probably maybe Voi.
Boy.
Yeah, Voi.
Such your best place, yeah. Longest you ever stayed on there?
Longest in the air maybe was 3 hours. Because I did a flight from, when I was doing my training, we did a flight from Malindi. It's called a triangle. It's Malindi, Voi, Mombasa, back to Malindi.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what
Crazy.
what keeps you motivated? What makes you want to continue flying? Because I can imagine that staying in the air all the time isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do, and there has to be something that pushes you.
Hey, a lot. You have no idea, especially because like you need to understand the planes we're flying are not like these ones like autopilot.
Yeah.
There's no autopilot, man. So you have to be awake. You have to see that you're heading the right direction. Weather, because weather is also really bad, man. You can die because of weather or some stupid mistake. Basically, I say like respect aviation, or aviation will respect you, especially when you
Respect the craft.
Respect it.
Yeah.
So continuation to what keeps you
motivate.
going. Yeah.
I personally, I would say personally, I really, I don't know. It's gonna sound weird, but I don't really believe in motivation because there are days, there are days you wake up and you don't want to do anything when you're tired, but you have to do it.
You know what? I feel like
Discipline,
we've always said that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Because there's days you want to go to school, whether it's ball, even for Owen, exceed to the Owen so much. There's days you don't want to go for ball. Siku mechoka. But you know you have to do it. It's not a need. Actually, it is a need at this point, right?
Especially as men, man. You have to become numb to life and just stand on business. You know, just stand
Hey, he
on
gets
No
it.
business,
Stand on business, eh?
You have to become numb to everything and just tell yourself you might not understand why this is happening, or you might not like it, but you have.
But you have to do it.
It has to be done. In anything you do, it has to be done. Who is your biggest support system? What is your biggest support system?
I'd say my parents, man, because their days have been so down. Like with those theory exams, I'm telling you, it's not all the time you go and you get that 70%. Maybe you get a 67. That's one question to that 70. And those exams are not easy. Those exams are hard. Like those are probably the hardest exams I've ever done, probably my whole life. Like
Wachana na mafunzo za high school hapana.
Those are probably the hardest exams I've ever done in my whole life. So I'd say like that belief in your child, you know.
Yeah.
I say that really keeps me going, because there are days that I'm really like I'm not feeling it, man. You know, I'm getting tired. I'm going there. I'm getting 67, and maybe it's like one paper left. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can mess with you mentally, but having a good family I say is the biggest support system.
Interesting. Yeah. So parents, you heard that here. You know, whatever your child is doing, shout out, and also support your kids. Yeah,
That's very important. That's very important.
Would you say they were okay with you going into aviation, or would they have wanted you to do something else?
Me, to be honest, bro, my parents have always been like flexible. I would say like for me personally, for them, they've always been those type of parents that are, if you're connected to something and you feel like that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, and you're confident and you're sure that that's what you want to do,
that support you.
And I feel like that's how parents should do.
I feel like Owen can relate to that when it comes to ball.
Yeah, because not many parents would understand that.
Now that we say it, how were your parents when it came to ball, eh? Because you know that one is it's almost like a high risk.
For me, it got to me finishing high school first, because obviously I wanted to do ball young. Like that was my passion, literally. That's what I'd say. Compared to him, that's what I'd say. You shouldn't have fun,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Watching football, playing football, that's what I wanted to do for life. And it got a bit delayed because of school, but immediately school, I finished high school, I was like, nah, that's man fine.
You have to.
Let me do this. If it doesn't work out, then whatever that gets to be done, we'll do it. So yeah.
So you can be anything you want to be.
Yeah.
I think that's what I hear. Like, guys, your mind is your limit. Whatever you set your mind up to is whatever you get to accomplish. And I think that's one thing we can take from this table here today. In fact, now, when it comes to me, I've gotten their perspectives. When it comes to me, my mom has always asked me one thing. Yo, you guys are graduating this year. What do you want to do after? Yeah, I would say I have my vision, but I also have a crazier goal than what I feel can be accomplished here sometimes. Does that make sense?
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So for me, especially for y'all, Gen Zs who are graduating with me this year, congratulations. For the ones who have already graduated, congrats as well. But remember, you have time. I would say right now, this is the peak, especially at our age. This is the peak where we have to decide where we want to go and what we want to do. If you are my age when you decided you want to go into ball fully, you always wanted to, but when you put yourself in that field. Yeah, I know. So when did you start aviation, by the way?
I started aviation, I'd say, like when I joined school, when I started, like join, or when I started flying, because there's the ground school and there's the flying.
So basically, the passion.
Yeah, the
The passion started.
I'd say maybe after high school, when I was starting to think now of choices and things I want to do, you know. Yeah. Yeah, that's when I'd say, yeah.
Interesting. So now, you say you fly in Malindi a lot. Except for the sightseeing, would you say that... Would you say that the stories in Malindi are different from the ones in Nairobi? Or do you think the statement remains the same, that a woman is a woman?
Hey, bro, may I be honest with you, man? Like, coast women are very open, especially to people who are not from coast. They are very, I'd say they want to know about how life is in Nairobi, how life is somewhere else. Yeah, so they are very open to
easy
people.
going.
Yeah, it's not like Nairobi women who they're uptight. They're, you know, I don't know to get into all of that.
Y'all are uptight,
all of that, yeah. But yeah, coast women are very like open. I'd say they are, from what I've seen at least, they're very open and willing to learn about different culture, learn about you, your life, our things. Yeah.
You're a Nairobi lady and you're not open.
Nilikuwa nasikia story fulani ati coast is Lalanja.
Yeah, bro. There's food like, and the street food is actually good. It's not like
like not in terms of the what's it called, availability, but like always in Lalanja, those guys are just that kind.
Really?
Yeah.
like
they'd offer
food.
Oh, okay.
That's
what you had. But they are kind. I'll say that they are kind. They are kind. They are very
interesting.
Kind.
Let me ask you, was it the same in Spain? Like, were people that open?
Spain was
Flashback.
But yeah, was Spain.
Bro, Spain was insane. What a country! What are people? They're so nice. They're kind.
For real.
Yeah. To me, especially to me. Some of my friends went through some problems. Some major problems, racism and whatnot. But at least for me, I'm not that black. So I didn't go through too much. And I'd say in terms of, so that was lifestyle. In terms of in the footballing world, I think the talent spoke for itself.
Yeah.
I got appreciated for my work ethic and everything else, but it wasn't for me. I didn't have a tough going because I also relate well with people.
Yeah. For me,
it was fun, man.
It was good, yeah.
What I've taken from this is that if you relate well with people, as you said, people will relate to you.
Also, another thing, don't expect everyone to like you.
Yeah.
Don't expect everyone.
Ooh, I feel like I've been saying that for a minute. Because you see, you can be honest to yourself, and the best thing you can do is be honest to yourself. The people who see that you're honest to yourself will notice that. Yeah, there's some people who won't like you for being honest to yourself and to other people, but there's some people who will. Some people who will appreciate that honesty. Yeah, and that's in everything in life.
Yeah,
Because
man,
other
the best
people,
thing,
yeah.
the best thing you can ever do to yourself is just you.
Yeah, and
Pause.
Yeah.
and not
Yeah,
please
that's the
people.
best thing.
True.
There's no one who can love you more than you love
Than
yourself.
yourself, yeah, man.
There's no one who can take care of you more than you take care of yourself. So
True.
basically,
That's true.
So,
Very true.
in the next few years, as you continue with aviation, where do you see it going?
Bro, I'd say my destination airline is definitely Qatar.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, we
that's
need the flights.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
yeah, basically, so as he's doing flying,
Uh-huh.
promote as he gets into business and what we can also help in that
Yeah.
area. Promote us and as we help the community.
Yes, sir.
For sure. So help Qatar. Why Qatar? Why? Mhm.
I don't know, bro. I'll be honest. Like the Middle East has always been a place I felt connected to in a way, man. Like every time I go to Dubai, bro, I don't know. Dubai, there's just something about Dubai. You know, I don't know how to explain it. There's just something about Middle East that I can't explain or wrap my finger around. But it's an airline I've just seen that I just feel like it's where I'm headed and where I belong. You know, yeah.
So that's for Middle East. Uh-huh.
Fuck the West.
Yeah, I don't know. That's funny though because the highest paid pilots are in the US. Yeah, that's the funniest thing.
How come though?
I don't know. I guess I'm not even sure why, but the highest paid are actually in the US.
But anyway, from what you're saying, it's just it's you and your passion in
It's your
flying.
passion, man.
Does
Because
it-
if you chase the money,
Yeah.
then I don't know. You will never really be satisfied.
Yeah.
You will never really be satisfied. So I think it's passion first, then money follows.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
follow your passion, get satisfied,
Yeah.
then see what you can do to
Get
make
the money
out
later.
of that.
Exactly. And I always say it like this is not even just in aviation, like even as a man trying to find his way in life and trying to chase the money and all that, like work on yourself first because you're your biggest asset, you're your biggest
Exactly.
everything. You know, work on yourself first.
You know what? That doesn't. I would say that goes with everything in life.
Mm.
If you want to get people, more people around you, people who you find value or you get value out of, you first have to work on yourself so that you can get people who correlate with you. Even when getting ladies, let me tell you, if you chase them and not work on yourself, that's the deadliest thing you can do to yourself.
They
Huh?
chase away from you like you're chasing them.
So
Yeah, you'll find a lady and a quick no for a week because you're not working on yourself. You're not working on yourself.
It's always yourself first. Always. Like that's the number one thing you should always have at the back of your mind.
Yeah, speaking of girls, man, how is your career and the correlation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but do they see a pilot and
How
think,
you raise them up and whatnot?
Man, I wanna travel
You know,
with
most
this.
people think.
See that
When
guy?
we're talking about
Yeah.
That guy knows how to fly.
Yeah.
I thought he does flying.
Most people think that, especially like with us. I don't know if you've seen those memes on IG, like the best pickup lines are my pilot.
Yeah.
I'm a pilot. I mean, it does work sometimes, but I'm not that type of person to like start off a conversation with I'm a pilot. Like
I'm a
most people
pilot,
don't even think that's what I do when they see me. You know, that's like that they have no idea.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
for me as well.
Yeah, like they have no idea that's what you're doing until like you start talking and they're like, oh really?
Until it's brought up.
Yeah, until it's brought up. But like it's definitely something women admire, I'll be honest. Yeah, but I just think you shouldn't get carried away with that.
Yeah, it's a flex, but not.
don't get carried away with that.
What's your worst scenario like with a lady or something you had to deal with? What's your worst scenario with a lady?
In terms of connected to aviation or just in general in terms of like my personal life?
One connected to aviation,
Both.
one in both.
Aviation probably I'd say like maybe I'm not available, so she's getting like concerned. Even if I'm telling her like I'm flying, she's like, nah, that's a lie, you know. You know, dealing with those type of situations, those type of girls who like are like not mentioning names. But I'm just saying, you know, I feel
Not
like
name dropping.
yeah, like it's hard. Like a pilot's wife will have to go through a lot. I usually think they have to be they have to be strong, bro. You know, because
It's crazy. You tell people like you're busy or you're like for me, I'm training or I'm really doing something involving
exactly.
the sport and the like,
Nah, that's a lie.
too much. 5 hours, you can't even
Man,
No.
and may I say, like, if I'm telling you I'll be away for like just an hour or 2 hours.
And she's being problematic.
Now, when it gets to a point where I'll be away for like 3 days, like what are we gonna have to do about that? So a lot of, I'd say, connected to aviation, it's just finding a woman who's
The
able
balance.
to understand what you're doing and that you're doing it for the sake of your future. You're not even doing it for like
For
some
other-
joking
yeah.
stuff. You know, you're actually genuine.
Before we go into the second question, let me ask: have you ever used aviation to escape a lady or escape a scenario? Yeah, I feel like I know a bit too much, but have you ever used the?
like I make an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm flying,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
do that. I'm flying.
Yeah,
Really?
bro. Yeah. I'll be honest. I won't say who, but yeah, I have.
All right. Now back to the other question. In life, what scenario?
Oh yeah, in life, I would say probably my relationship in 2019,
2019.
right when I finished high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I think like relationships for me were like. Because I'll be honest, if I'm being honest.
No.
When I'm being honest, I won't even name drop or like chat about like
The person.
you know, I won't even.
It's always good to be respectful towards them.
Exactly. But me, what I can say is it was very toxic and there's a lot of manipulation.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where for me, I used to like go days. I became numb to it because I was like, bruh, what is it next
What's
today?
the point?
What is happening today? Like, you know, what is it next today? Yesterday it was this. I was expecting something
Dramatic.
the next day, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it made me kind of like see relationships as stress and work.
Mm.
You know, and like something I'm not willing to like invest in until I'm like fully ready.
Because you have to put a lot of effort into it. Yeah, but then ladies, y'all are not easy to take care of. That's just
hard, bro.
speaking out of facts.
You can never understand, bro. May I say you can never understand a woman, man? That's just me. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. You can never really understand a woman.
You don't know what they're thinking ever.
Bro, never, bro. Like one moment, you guys can be good. Everything is 100.
Thumbs up, eh?
Tomorrow something new comes or something small you did, it blows out of proportion and now it's something else. So I don't know.
Damn.
That's why I say just focus on yourself, man.
Yeah.
Your purpose, bro. Then you'll find that later on when you're where you want to be.
They say that if you take 5 years to just work on yourself and have the grind, everything else will come in flow.
5 years is a lot.
5 years is a lot, but it's worth it.
But you see, 5 years for pain, another 20 for pleasure, or 5 years of pleasure for 20 of pain.
Yeah.
You get like
You know the swamp.
Crazy. Yeah.
because then you'll see it like a lot of people who like are doing whatever they like they're just their lives are crazy right now. They're not working on themselves. They're just out every other day. They're not putting time into themselves and their craft and their calling and all that.
Yeah.
You find that it looks nice and it looks appealing right now. But these are the people you hear like when we meet for drinks like 10 years from now. Like, oh, you remember that guy?
And you know what I'm hearing back then?
I'm hearing he died in some accident or he those are the type of
The stories.
scenarios. I usually
Why can't you be like this guy?
You know, your friends are doing this, you're here doing that.
Exactly.
I've had that so many times.
Really?
Oh my god.
Hmm.
What?
Why?
I really don't understand it, but I guess it's just how it is, man.
I don't. Another thing is not everyone sees your vision, man.
Yeah, and
everyone,
I actually
yeah.
wanted to talk about that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never limit yourself because of other people's limitations.
Or what other people have to say about what
Yeah,
you're going
if
to do.
you tell, like, let's say like him, let's say he wants to be the best pilot around, then everyone's like, no, I can't do that. You know, if that's your mindset, stick to that mindset.
Yeah.
Because there's always, no matter where you go around the world,
There's
there's
always
always be someone to say something.
Yeah.
Always haters.
Always.
Yeah,
always.
so every
Wherever
time,
you go in life.
I
Yeah.
think he's on a story, you can't be like him. No, I can't. It's just me.
And sometimes it will get to you though. It will get to you sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
It
sure.
will get to you.
Now it's different. 5 years ago, that was the narrative. You can't even. Now what?
I feel like the worst thing anyone can do in this life is be a people pleaser. Because if you live your life
Yeah.
pleasing people,
Mm.
then you're not being genuine or honest to yourself. And I had said that a few minutes ago, literally.
Because if everyone likes you, know you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
That's actually true. If
Yeah.
everyone likes you,
Facts.
just know you're doing something wrong, bro.
There's a problem.
That's what I came to like realize in life, bro. When everyone is like talking positive things about you, in
Yeah.
as much as you might think it's a good thing,
Mm.
it's not really a good thing, man. Because that means you're not being yourself. Because there'll be someone who doesn't like you for being yourself,
Yeah.
you know, and they'll have something to say. So if everyone likes you,
That's
just know there's
deep.
something wrong.
That's deep,
Yeah.
especially with this shit going on in Nairobi right now. Wow, you know what?
Mm.
I feel like I said this in every episode, but our generation is messed.
It's a mess, man.
It's messed.
Mm.
Gen Z, eh?
It's sick.
It's messed because
Mm.
I'll go back to this story. I was telling Owen last time about ladies and Ubers, and every time I'm in an Uber these days, I just have to ask the driver, is this actually a thing?
Get me that job, man.
What do you mean, like, is this
Get me
actually-
that
what do you
job,
mean by that?
man.
So you see,
Wait first. Any Ubers people who want to
Bolt.
Yeah, Bolt, Uber,
Faraz.
Taxify, Cabify.
nah,
Look at the other.
For us,
Faraz, please just shout me out,
nah,
man.
nah.
that's
Please, the job is.
No, so we had talked about this, and what's happened is
mad.
most ladies will get into an Uber, like from Alk, anywhere, any club they've been to.
Mhm.
So what happens is these men around Westerns, they go, then they don't have they don't
I
have
don't
any
think
money
it's
on
only
them.
around
Mm.
Westland.
No, if
Oh
it's
yeah,
Airbnb,
I've heard that also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Let
don't-
us finish the story.
Any money of them.
Uh-huh.
So what they do is they pay using other means. And so for the driver, it's either you take it, or you don't.
Yo.
And then, as a guy, you can't do that. You can't pay with other means as a guy. You like go up for coffee, bro. Huh?
That's actually a thing. You know, I
Yeah.
thought it was just,
No,
Get me that job, man.
bro. It's
What?
actually a thing.
it's a thing.
It's crazy.
No way.
Wallah.
You know, I was here. I thought it wasn't
Mhm.
like.
Hearsay. It's just hearsay.
Yeah, just
Yeah, man, it happens.
What?
Basi mwanaume ujaribu kusema hivyo kwa nini?
No, but then doesn't that like show you guys how sick and lost we've become?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Like-
saying. Our generation is
Lost.
doomed.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
That's. Nah, I don't know. I thought it was just like.
You thought it was just
stuff.
stories,
Yeah,
huh?
I thought it was rumors. bro.
No. But if ladies can do that, even people they don't know, why do you really think you can sustain a relationship in this day and age with most of the ladies who are there? Of course, there's ladies who are genuine. I'm not saying all ladies
Yeah,
are like this.
yeah,
There are
yeah,
ladies
of
who are
course.
extremely genuine.
Of course.
But
Hardly.
yeah,
No, right now, bro, it's like hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like
tough.
super hard.
yeah.
It was hard before, but right now it's super hard, bro. Like super. It's
Uh-huh.
like there are so many like boxes she has to like,
To take.
you know, like in order for it to be like, yeah, like definitely this is the one, bro. Because you know you find that you're dating someone or you're seeing someone, and then you're hearing stories much later. You know, like oh,
You know she used to do this,
yeah,
and this.
you know you're hearing stories much later, so it's crazy.
Actually, that's a good story. Like, let's say you were dating this story for like, let's even say what, 6 months, 6 to 8 months. Then you start hearing things about her past that she didn't tell you about. What did you do? Like,
Oh no, man, that's I'm ending it, bro.
right there and there.
Yeah, that's already in it.
What do you
That's
do in
bad.
that scenario?
That's a red flag.
That'd be crazy. First of all, it'd be crazy for me not to analyze her past.
Yeah.
First and foremost, if we are entering into that kind of relationship, there's no way I'm entering without knowing
Yeah,
whatever
they should.
incidents that
Without
happened
knowing,
and
yeah.
whatnot. So let's say I've analyzed it or we've talked about it, and then in the 6 months that we've been together,
Yeah.
there's another story that you've never told me
Which you
about.
told me, yeah.
You just lied.
It's a lie.
So you'd rather have someone who's okay. Obviously, everyone will have someone who's honest.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Because like you need
Yeah,
to
no
understand-
skeletons in the closet.
Another thing you need to understand is that a shorty's past is so important because a short is I don't wanna, and this is not, I'm not chatting shit or anything, but a short in a relationship is literally an investment. So
Yeah.
if you're investing in
Yeah.
something that won't give you returns in the future, And that's
That's
why
true.
a shorty's
Why
past
industry?
matters
Yeah.
and a
That's
guy's
true.
future matters. You see, like,
Hey, bro, he's cooked.
yeah, man.
No, but that's true.
Mm.
Oh my.
Because you invest in something, invest in a shorty because of the traits she shows. You know, she's kind, she's loyal, she doesn't go out. Yes, she doesn't go out.
I know.
She doesn't go out. She doesn't go out.
Hey, you shock, huh?
Yeah, and they invest in you because they can see, yo, this guy is actually
He's doing something with his
You know,
life.
he's doing something with his life. Yeah. So past, majorly say that's an next.
What are your red flags? The una X.
Type first.
Type then red
Let's talk
flag.
about types then.
Ooh, I feel like
Talk
okay.
about it.
For us, we've said this a lot.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what your type in
Yeah.
general?
Type.
In a lady.
What's your type?
Yeah. Hey,
That's
okay.
complicated, man.
Eh?
You know, me usually feel like I have a type, and then when I see that type, I'm like, nah, but there's also this other one I saw yesterday.
Yeah.
That's actually my type. You know,
Type 1000.
I'd say like the basics.
Mm-hmm.
The basics are me. Honestly, I don't even look at the light skin, dark skin,
Okay.
because there's some dark skins that are
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
fine, bro. Don't
Uh-huh.
hate on the dark skins, man. The dark skin women are winning right now, bro.
Dark skin women are winning right
They're
now.
winning right now.
And
But
the
we have
sun
to
is
say-
doing their thing on
Yeah,
them, eh?
But I'd say type figure wise or physical wise.
Physically first.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Like, just thick, man.
Ah, the nyash.
Hey, bro, just thick, bro. Like, just thick, bro. Just thick, bro. And then now with a
Mimi
face.
don't go over for conversation.
And then now with a face.
I don't fit, man.
Bro, and
Really?
then now
I
with a
don't fit
face.
this. No, it's not that nyash isn't appealing.
Mm.
But anyway.
But no.
We'll
You
get
know what
into
a
that.
good
Let's
question
finish.
is? Face or body?
Face.
100%.
Any day.
Yeah.
Any day, bro.
Face, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can be the thickest shoulder of that, but if you're
Looking
with, I
like-
can't walk with you when you're
Tunafanana.
looking, eh? Yeah, it's tunafanana.
Problems.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's why for me, when it comes to types, as we say, a pretty girl is a pretty girl.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the first thing that matters. That's
Yeah,
what
face always, man. Face always, because, hey, bro, you don't want your kids coming up. For real, bro. You don't want your kids coming out looking like I don't know what. Also, think about your kids, man.
Yeah.
You know, think
Your
about
future
your
generation.
future.
Think about your life, huh?
Man, you know,
Yeah.
think about your future. So, I say, yeah, no, that's a good point. A pretty girl's a pretty girl, yeah.
Yeah. At least.
So face,
Mhm.
thick.
Hey, face and thick, bro. That's you know, that's
Combination.
mad. And face and thick, and she's not uptight. Cause you know that combination nowadays is very like she's proud nowadays.
Yeah.
That type
Yeah.
of combination nowadays, if you find that type of woman, she knows what she has, and she knows that she's going to be wanted by everyone. So she's gonna, continue to work for this.
Yeah.
Bro.
Do you feel like it's that type of lady
Yeah,
who would
bro.
be putting themselves in those Uber scenarios?
If she's pretty and has
Yeah. Yeah. You see, now that's the question.
yeah, man.
And I think when it comes to that now,
Mm.
the breasts play a very
Hey.
The breast.
yeah, the sexual asset.
Yeah.
Because it's what you see first.
By the way, true.
I don't know if maybe that's just me, but that's the first thing. Immediately, siwezi angalia dem kutoka nyuma na nisemea mifa.
That's true.
You get me?
Mm.
Yeah. So for me,
For me, I'm just a massive faces. Like, let me just say
So
that.
even if she's flat,
Okay.
yeah, unasimama
and she's
like
bad,
also
yeah.
poor.
Let's say she's bad, but like she's bad, like face wise, but she's flat because we've seen them.
Yeah.
Like she's
They're
flying, yeah, and we've seen them, bro.
They're bad.
So you're saying that?
They're
Shout out Dino.
Yeah,
That's shout out, that's mad.
Dino's got you.
Yeah, that's your type.
I wouldn't say, actually, no, I'm on face, bro. Because, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd
Bro.
say the rest is a bonus. I'd say
Bro,
that. I'd say that.
I
I'd say
don't
that.
think you understand what I'm saying. Bro, she's built like these stands here. Her face is good, bro. Like she's,
You
know,
this dance here is mad.
yeah, but her face is good. No shade to anyone. I promise. I'm just trying
It's,
to bring the analogy.
Okay.
No, yeah.
To some extent, there has to be something. Like, this dance is mad,
No,
bro.
but she's flat. She's flat.
Hey, yo, that's tough. I feel like,
And you know another thing, let me just cut you off. But another thing is, I promise you and I guarantee you 100% you're going to cheat.
that's deep.
Because we are visual creatures, man.
Okay.
At some point, you look at her and be like, hey, bro, that's boring. Man, I'm serious. Yo, you be like, hey, I don't know.
Maybe I'd say Dino's limit could be petite.
That's true.
I think it's for everyone, basically. There's
think
no
everyone,
you date
yeah,
someone
everyone.
who's not petite going.
Bro, Atika stand, that's mad.
No shit, doing.
No shade.
I was just trying to bring the analogy down.
You don't get it, forget
No, but you've said something interesting. Men are visual creatures.
Yeah, man.
Would you? Okay. Ladies in the comments, let me ask you this question: Would you be okay with your man cheating because he's a visual creature?
Yeah, of course they're gonna say no.
Of course they're gonna say no.
Of course they're gonna say no, bro. But imagine, funny enough, Middle Eastern women and women like from Middle East, Europe, like going up now, Asian. Funny enough, I was watching some documentary. I think the day before. It's not a documentary, but it was more of like a study. They are willing to allow their husbands or boyfriends to cheat or have multiple partners as long as they are taken care of.
Hey yo, we going to the Middle East, bro. We up, bro.
And if you think about it though.
No, but it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Because for me, I've always said this. If you're taking care of a lady, guess what? You're giving her your... Okay, well, maybe we're not that...
There's love.
Yes, there's love. But you're giving her your time. You're giving her your... For example, if she lives in your house, that's a form of safety. Let's just even start there. That's a form of safety.
And men and women cheating are two different things. That's why that whole analogy makes sense.
You know what? I feel it's the only double standard that men have against women.
But life in itself is double standards. That's what I always say. Like, women want to talk about double standards, but life in itself is a double standard.
So think about
life in itself is a double standard. Women are born with their beauty, and men have to go and create value. Women are born with value, men have to go create value. That's a double standard in itself.
That's true. That's why, even when it comes to social media, you'd find it's way easier for a lady to grow. Why? Because guess what?
Because just men are just...
you got them are moving crazy.
Men are just... Hey, man.
Kwanza juzi mona news fulani ya some content creator wame break up, man.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
That's crazy. They have a kid, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Usually like me, the kid is who I feel for, not even the people. Me usually feel for
the junior. Me that's
what I usually. Especially if it's a daughter.
That's true.
Daughters are the ones who get affected by
if you're a guy, you can be able to deal with it to some extent. Yeah.
I'm not saying not every lady who doesn't have both parents has come out badly. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying majority of the gender that's affected in such a situation is the female child. Because you start looking at men badly.
Yeah.
You start seeing men are trash, what?
You can't get.
I know ladies who have been raised by their mother alone and are great. But I know some who are also very, what's the word?
Like that.
Emotional and very problematic.
Because of what they saw in the household, you know.
Yeah, I feel like the trauma starts from your parents. Your parents can complain about you. You know, my son does this and this, my daughter does this.
And they're not
very useless.
But guess what? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
And they're not going to admit, like, I know there are people who are going to watch this and be like, I don't know what these guys are talking about. But trust me, if you're like that, and I'm not coming at you or anything, but it starts in the house, bro. It always starts at home, bro.
Guys, we've said this before. Okay, I've told this to Owen before, but the reason it's always going to be connected to you, you're literally like your parents. Yes, in every form or shape. One way or another, you will take your parents' traits. Yeah, it can be history repeating itself, which by the way I've seen a lot, even in my family, history repeating itself. Or it's either history repeating itself, or you take a very similar trait from your parents.
You are your environment.
Yeah, you are your environment.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
You are also who you surround yourself with, so literally it's literally the same thing.
Bro, I love this. You said that, I love it.
You are who you surround yourself with.
What a podcast.
So if That happened, and then now also your friends, your girlfriends, also similar situations have happened. You know, you all just, and then another thing you guys need to understand is also like social media nowadays in the music industry has ruined.
Facts.
Ruined.
Facts.
I don't want to say women only because men also like we also have our fair share of issues.
Yeah.
But people like Sexy Red, these other like these other female musicians, man.
Cardi B,
Ice Spice.
Ice
You know that it paints a really, and I think Candice Owens was the one saying this. I don't know if you guys know Candice Owens.
yeah.
I think she
we
was
know
the one that was
Candice
saying
Owens.
this.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah.
What type of image are you painting to the black community and black women, bro?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
women
it's actually
that's
them,
painting
it's actually
bad image, bro.
them black people.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you can't win even against your own kind, man.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's true. Because guess what? I have my cousin. My cousin Annette, how old? She's 11. I remember when she was younger, she was influenced first by the Lil Nas X video. The one of him talking on the devil. That shit was messed up.
Which song? Industry baby.
That one. There's that one. No. There's this one. Call Me When You Want. Is that one?
That one.
That's. I saw my cousin start first getting influenced by that. Then I was like, if this was in what 2020, right? How would it be by now? Right now, there's Ice Spice, there's Sexy Red. It just keeps on getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, it's not getting any better. I don't see our world taking a flip, or the people who are taking a flip. I feel like us, we are changing the flip from our generation. But now, Gen Alpha is messed.
And that's why people don't like these type of talks, man. That's why you find that most podcasts about empowering men and just empowering, not even just men, because I'm sure this podcast is about everyone.
Yeah.
Empowering everyone in general.
Yeah.
People always have negative things to say about it because it's like, what are these guys saying?
Yeah.
You know, like, do they even really know what they're saying about? They're just talking, or they're just sitting down to waste time and talk about a topic that they don't even understand.
We wouldn't be doing this weekly if it wasn't to build people up. Because guess what? I know people who watch us. They're like, by the way, you know what? I sat down, took time out of my day, and had to listen to what you guys had to say.
It's just 1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Because they learn from it. I would say that people learn from different things. Someone once asked me, why do you continue talking? You might not be affecting everyone, and you can't affect everyone in the whole world. But if you affect that one person listening to you, you've made a change.
No, you have, and actually that you needed to talk. That one person is the one who needed to hear that message.
Yeah.
And he's heard it. Or she's heard it. So yeah, man, I just think that, man, what you guys are doing is great at this thing, man. It's amazing.
Thank you, man. We try. Yeah. To lots of love to everyone. That's what I always say. But I feel like when it also comes down to what you just said about like being able to words zinapotea. But when it comes down to what you said, it goes down to everything, even career-wise. Yeah, there's always gonna be good and bad. Let me just say that. Yeah,
there has to be a balance.
Yeah. So even if you can be doing this career-wise, but people are pushing you down. People are holding you down.
And that's when you know you're actually doing something.
Yeah, that means something right is happening.
That's when you know you're
actually
doing something good, man. I'm telling you.
Endelea.
Yeah.
Check yourself.
I feel like, oh man, ladies, your support system is so fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I second that, man. Because ladies aren't true with each other.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
Yes, queen.
You guys can
Madness.
see a lady being a manipulator. You can see a lady not being fake. You can literally see a lady who is not doing things right in her life. A lady who is failing at everything she does. But guess what? You will never take time and correct her. You will never take time out of your day to be like, by the way, you know what you're doing is wrong. And the worst part is when they're so used to getting positive comments on everything they do, whether it's wrong or right, when you tell them the truth, they blow up. Oh my gosh.
And they get back, and they already know. They last start asking you things like, what are you telling me? Guess how many followers I have on Instagram? Just because you get men liking you. They associate that with their looks.
Oh yeah,
They associate that following and men giving them
Look
attention
at the
with.
love I'm getting.
yeah.
You know, you're always going to get attention no matter how ugly you look. It's, as a woman, it's the truth. You're
It's
always going to, no matter how fat, skinny, short, big, as a woman, you will always get attention.
Yeah.
You need to understand.
You
But
know-
don't take that as, man, I'm so hot and no one deserves me and I just deserve NFL players.
You see,
Oh, I just deserve guys in the NBA. You know, that's it. Bro,
you see,
it's that delusion I'm talking about.
no, it's
bro.
it's
That's that delusion. I'm talking about.
overinflated egos, and the reason it's an overinflated ego is because you're so used to being told like positive things, everything, that when you can't handle failure. Yeah, so if you, no matter how you associate your Instagram with your looks, you might think, oh, you know me, I'm the baddest one out here. Yeah, no offense, unakakia to
You're not all
like
that.
you're not at a
You're
to
not
be
all that.
Damn. But you know them to
Yeah.
them now they're hearing that and then they're like, what are you telling me?
yeah.
1 out of
Yeah.
5,000.
Huh?
Do you know how many guys buy me drinks? Like, bro, that's another thing, man. Like, I just wish they could like stop taking that notion of attention.
If they only understood that that's normal.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the word I
Only
was
you
looking for.
understood
It's
that
normal.
it's no.
Like
You're
it's
pretty.
normal.
I want to get to know you. There's no way you
It's
can get to
normal.
know me if you're that hot and all I'll do is just talk to
Yeah.
It's normal, man. There's nothing strange about
Yeah,
it.
have
There's
to-
nothing weird about
literally.
it. Yeah,
It's true.
there's
you.
nothing wrong about it.
Bought me a what?
Me, bro.
But
me.
I feel like
it gets to the point where you see it, like you see it
uh-huh.
and you hear the way they talk and you're just like,
Hata huyu zanyamazi tu kidogo.
yeah.
Like, what's
We
with
go
the-
to the point where I even just stop like caring about it because I'm like, they're already so far gone, bro. So whatever you're telling them, it's like there's nothing you're telling me, man.
Yeah, because that's what.
You know, some people, even when you try to talk to them, that's what they actually ask you first. I don't know if it's ever happened to
What?
anyone guys. Once in Spain,
Mhm.
that's ever happened.
What's
Like I'm going to talk to a chick and she's like, you won't even buy me a drink. I'm like, what the hell?
And then no, and then
How do you think you're so privileged that you can
Yeah.
ask that kind of?
yeah,
I've just met you
and then you know now.
and I haven't offered you.
The-
Offer
the-
yourself up to
The
that's
shorties
mad.
in the shorties in the comments, you know these shorties who are gonna start saying, "Oh, if you're broke, just say it."
Yeah.
if you're broke, just say.
We're not broke.
No, it's not about being broke. It's not
let me
even
tell
about
you,
being broke.
ladies-
because that's what they always say.
Yeah.
That's what they always
Ladies, guess what? What you're doing is you're flexing what you were born with. All that happened is you were born. You didn't do shit. You were born and you grew up. Ukapigwa na puberty. You started looking nice. That's
say.
all that happened to you. For you to feel this privileged, why? Because what? Guys, men who, okay, not even to be like, not to bring men down, but men who have done nothing. Wako kwa nyumba, wanna like pictures. Oh, you're the prettiest. Hey, auntie gets to know you. Hi.
And I'll also
So-
go for them, and I won't just say
Yeah.
it's
It's not just ladies alone, but guess what? Wewe umezaliwa tu. And that alone is
Yeah.
enough. That's okay. That's why we value you guys. You don't need to do much for me to value you. No. You just have to have good morals, be a pretty lady. That's all. And in fact,
But you know
ladies
that
alone,
they'll never understand that.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed.
But-
they'll never understand that.
you said something good as well. You shouldn't only put the blame on ladies. It's men. Guys, what you do is what makes these ladies have this overinflated ego.
Yeah.
Girls as well. What you tell other shorties is what makes these girls have an overinflated ego. So you see, if you keep on justifying someone for nothing, yeah.
Let her even work for it, kidogo.
No.
You can.
And then yeah.
Let her. What do you mean? Hakuna vile naweza ingia club. Let's say now these rich dudes they just they can call on someone and the chick just comes, or a chick who is fine can come and offer herself up and the dude just stays there. Make them work for it. Kidogo, you've worked hard enough to get
Where
yourself
you are.
a VIP area,
Yeah,
where
tickets,
bro, the bottle girls have come. Then some random chick comes and asks for a shot and you just give her a shot.
To just flex your And then another thing they like saying is when you refuse to do something for them, they're like, but why? All guys do it.
All guys do
Yeah,
it.
but all the guys I talk to do it. Or that's what guys do.
Check.
You see,
what
privilege
guys
sometimes
do.
is invisible to the holder. You know that?
Ooh.
Privilege is
Ooh.
sometimes, actually not sometimes, a
Wow.
lot of the times it's invisible to the holder, man.
That's deep.
So sometimes even them, they can't even see that, but because of what they've been used to their whole lives.
Yeah.
So
What? Yeah, I never thought of it like that. That's actually what?
it's invisible to them, bro. So you're talking about a second language or a language that's never been discovered.
Mhm.
You, when you're telling them what we're talking about right now, they're like, bro, what are you saying,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's true.
That's why I stopped giving up trying even to like explain some of these things to women, man. Because I'm like, you'll never understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, for me, I would say that
So unaweka kwa hiyo category
Mm,
sasa wewe ni wawili.
I would like to say that most ladies don't change, but
Yeah, it's not all
1 or
women, and it's
2%,
not all.
1 or 2% of ladies change. And the thing is, I've seen it. Yeah, for example, I have
Changes in like she was how.
I have a mate who we would have these discussions, right? And they would obviously emotional responses first. Oh no, you can't say that, that's so messed up. So we would have this conversation, and slowly over time, a year or two later, I've never seen anyone switch up like that. They were on my side, like it's crazy. I'm like, just the other day when I said these things, uko hapa unanishautia, but now you're helping me shout at other people. I'm like, what happened? But I feel like the only reason she changed that much was because, first of all, she looked at it in a religious point of view. Then from there, she started noticing it in a worldwide point of view, like in the world we live in today now. Yeah. So when she started seeing these things, she was like, ladies are actually messed up, and I was the one supporting these people. Yeah. She came to the realization that I'm supporting something that's actually a mess. Yeah.
And it takes someone who's like
Exactly.
really mentally strong
to be able to
sit themselves down and say like,
as a
let me
lady,
look at this differently, you know.
to be able to stop thinking with your emotions and think logically.
It's hard, bro.
It's
the hardest.
For ladies, it's almost impossible.
It's like rocket science, man.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
all they know. You know, that's literally all they know.
They
man.
act how they feel.
Yeah. So if you find a woman who is able to know the difference between when not to be emotional and when to be logical, bro, just keep that woman for real. Because that's so rare nowadays, man.
I've only seen that once.
It's so rare, bro.
Once,
yeah.
Logic and emotions,
Yeah.
they don't do well with women, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you guys are stupid. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that they're stupid. I'm just saying like sometimes it's not always emotions.
Yeah.
Sometimes let's think things logically, man. And that's why, and this is not misogynistic in any way. That's why men are better people at handling things, because we think logically. We don't think emotionally.
Yeah.
Some, not all, because there's some men who are also not okay in
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Man. This is a massive app, man.
I know. Crazy.
Good app.
Hey, let me go back. Let's go back.
Let me go on your plan now.
You wanna go back to my plan? Hey, let me tell you.
Like your future, like your
As you wind up.
as you wind up, you
As
finish.
you wind up. Yo, my graduation is coming soon, and that's what I'm waiting for. Of course, I've been asked, what do you want to do after this? First of all, I'm not going to stop talking to you guys. No, I'll continue. Yes, I have to continue, because for me, it brings me satisfaction. Not only because I'm helping someone, but because I feel like I'm not lying to you. Yeah, if I were lying, I'd be. I'm not here to be a comedian. I'm not here to make you die and laugh. No, I'm here to make sure it hits your head. And that's one thing I'll continue doing. That's after graduation. We will continue doing, even with Owen. As we wait for Greg to come back, that's one thing we'll continue doing. But personally, I'm to continue the grind, man. Working on myself in everything I do.
You have to, man.
Yeah.
That's a must.
Because, as we said, 5 years of pain is worth
50.
No, a lifetime.
It's a lifetime
of pleasure.
A lifetime of pleasure. So for me, I have that mentality in my head. And I would love to continue that in everything. In everything I do. So that's my genuine plan. Owen, hit us with the plan.
My plan's kind of short term, For one, please guys help us reach 100 subscribers. It will be very nice. Other than that,
subscribe.
For short term. This is a good podcast. I'd love to keep on going.
Yeah.
Mad energy, much love from people. People always tell us to keep on doing this stuff. Because like Dina said, even if it's one person, that's more than enough for us.
Yeah.
Personally, the grind goes on. More move making, I think. So yeah, just time. Give us time.
Yeah, just time.
Yeah. Daniel, your plan as we
close. My plan is it's not complicated. It's just like you said, just grind, man. Just do what you need to do.
I love that.
Just do what you need to do. Put in the work. The days, of course, that you won't feel like doing it, but just keep your head focused on the end goal.
Yeah, bro. The grind never ends. I feel like there's still a lot we've not discussed with Daniel. That is the truth.
Yeah.
Man, I still like to know about stuff like his primo, primo.
Yeah, all those things.
Oh, he went to backstory. Yeah, obviously part 2.
Definitely.
Yeah. And we would love to continue this. But
this
guys,
is just like an introduction.
Yeah.
It's crazy how short term Zenos they involve wasichana.
let me tell you.
It's good. That means
No, you're right.
Getting emotion is mad. You're not good. If you focus on getting emotion all the time, you can't focus on yourself that much.
I feel like those things just come as a result of you being. Those things just come as a result of you being there.
But we can say this, then there's that guy who will be like, okay, yes, I'll work on myself, ladies will come. But you have to work on yourself in every aspect, even talking to ladies. And that's a skill.
And also, don't work on yourself for ladies.
Exactly.
Don't let that be the primary.
It's really not.
Don't.
Yeah. Guys, episode.
Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you loved this episode. And we would love to thank Daniel for coming here. Thank you for coming here, man. We appreciate it. Much love. And guys, this is the Infinite Podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Give us your takes on everything you think we've discussed, or what you think is wrong, or what you think is right. We would love to hear your takes. Anything else I've forgotten? Turn on post notifications. And yeah, this is the Infinite Podcast.
Peace.